Hi, I am Sahil Kandoi. I am from Cuttack, but I was doing my graduation in Bangalore. I was studying as a BBM and I completed it now. And right now I am pursuing the spiritual truth and knowledge completely because I really feel that this year is very important and I've given my whole time for this. One fine day, I was always curious about my work and about life to be something more. I always used to wonder that life has to be something more than what we think it is. There got to be something beyond all these things which we see around us. The simple running after money, simply running after competition, getting into a position where you are better than the rest was something which confused me because that's not what I wanted. So I kept wondering that there could be something beyond this, there could be a truth much better than this. And when I had this truth in my mind, when I had this question in my mind actually, then it all started. One day, randomly, I was simply on the Kanakpura road and I was simply driving through that road and suddenly my tires went flat and I realized that I was right in front of the Pyramid Valley and I didn't even know about it before. So since my tires were flat, so I said, let me go have a look at what this place is. And randomly, I simply entered this place and I saw such a big pyramid. I was shocked. I'm like, wow, this is such a big pyramid there. And when I saw it, it was so beautiful and I could feel a sense of calmness in the whole place, which was so attractive that that day was the only time I went there randomly. But I kept going there and 3 to 4 times I used to just go there to relax, have fun and just spend some time and come back. Though I never meditated. But one fine day my dad came along to see me in Bangalore to see my progress in my graduations. So I took him along and with him eventually I just sat once. And it was that one sitting that changed my whole life. Just one sitting. Because I went there, I sat there and they told me that you simply have to close your eyes, fold your hands and just feel your breath. It was simply, they gave me a pamphlet which said it. I'm like, okay, let's try it. Me and my dad sat. And in just that 15 minutes, it was a transformation within me. I went there, sat there and just after 2-3 minutes, I could feel a pure white light entering from my forehead, slowly entering and slowly reducing and going to every cell of my being, very slowly, literally taking over every cell of my pure white light, descending from my head, from my chin to my stomach to my legs till the end of the toes. And very soon I was totally covered with white light and then it was just flowing in front of my eyes. It happened and when I opened my eyes, I was like, wow, what was this? It was unbelievable because I had never experienced something like this before ever in my life. And when I realized that I could experience such a bliss, such a thing, just by sitting in a place and feeling my breath, I was curious, I was shocked and I was passionate to know more about it. And that's when it all started. That experience got me to question reality, got me to question things around us. And I started meditating from there. And I kept exploring more videos and audios and I started seeing Osho and through that I realized how important meditation is. And since then my meditation became stronger and stronger and now I have been regularly meditating from 1.5 years and every day is a transformation. Every day is a change and every day I learn something new. I've realized so much. It was about me meeting Patriji. It was, I met him after when I started meditating around, even before I met him. When I just went to Pyramid Valley, I saw the pamphlet, I meditated, I experienced something so beautiful. I started meditating since then. And in my meditation itself, one day I experienced, I looked into myself and I saw so much of darkness, so much of blockages, so much of dirty within me that when I came out of my meditation, I couldn't believe that this was all within me or in my body. So when I really thought about it, I realized this is all because of the non-vegetarian I used to eat. And the day I saw it inside my body, all this mess, all this impurity, I decided to leave it completely. Just 2 months after I started meditating. And just, I think around 1 month after that, someone told me about pyramids. Someone told me that pyramid increases your energy, and I said, I want to do everything that can increase my spiritual truth or spiritual growth. So I went to a pyramid, I meditated there, and someone told me that Dhyanma Chakram is happening right next corner, so you should really go. And in 2 days I decided I want to go to Dhyanma Chakram, let's see, I want to meet the master. And I met him, I went to Chakram, and the first time when I met him was my scariest moments of my life with him. You know, it was very scary because that's what he loves doing, you know, to scare you. But that's his trick. I really enjoyed it. What he did, what he did was when I met him, I went with the approach that I kind of know things. You know, I was filled and I was already close to knowledge. And I went with him and I'm saying, Avanki, sir, nice meeting you. I always wanted to meet an enlightened master like you, and I see a little bit of Osho in you. And he says, a little bit of, go. I'm like, okay. And then he says that he told me that, what are you waiting for, you know? I mean, you've got the thing, you've got the science, you don't need anything else. It's your journey, it's your mountain, you have to climb it yourself. I'm like, okay, and he became angry on me. I'm like, okay, and that really scared me. And I realized after some time that the master, if he really wants a true disciple or a true person to follow him, he will not convince you to be there. He will simply do his tricks, and if you are ready for him, you will see the truth in him. You will see the purity of his doing. Alright, and that's what I saw when I realized that he is a true master who would do anything for you to see the truth. You know, who would even scold you, scream at you, or maybe even hit you for you to awaken and nothing else. And that's all he wants. And that's the day when I met him for the first time, and I knew that this is the person I want to be with. And he gave the truth to everyone. He gives the truth, and he told me, you know, that now since you know the truth, now you've been knowing and doing meditations, it's time for you to go and give it to people. It's time for you to go and spread this knowledge because people don't know about it. And I felt it so much that I should do this. And now that's all I think I'm born for. Now that's all I think I am made for. And that's all I think I'm going to be doing all my life, is spreading the truth. Spreading the truth of meditation and love. That's it. And he gave me that direction. So I'm really thankful for him. I have got so much of clarity about my life, which is the highest thing I have obtained from meditation. When I say clarity, I mean clarity so clear, as obvious as me sitting here, about my life, as to what I am here for, what am I supposed to be doing, and what is this whole thing about. And there is nothing bigger than clarity, because when you have clarity, you have no problems. When you have clarity, you have no confidence issues. When you have clarity, you have no willpower issues. You simply know. And that's what I've achieved through my meditations till now. Right now, I have had some beautiful experiences. I have seen one of my past lives clearly through the meditation itself. I have connected to some of the masters and got so many messages, and I have realized that the truth is only simple. You know, it's so simple. There is only two sides to the reality. That is fear and love. It's a simple choice between fear and love. Whatever you want to choose resonates with you. If you want to choose fear, anything that has to do without love is fear. But if you do anything and everything with love, your life transforms. Everything around you turns into a blossoming flower. Everything can be treated as love. It's not that you love a person, you just simply be love. You just simply resonate love. You simply give love to everything and anything and every person you meet. That's what I've realized. And that has what changed my life. That is what made me attract such beautiful people in my life, such amazing things happening in my life, such amazing situations falling into places, that there is nothing but love in my life, which is all we need, isn't it? Love is all we need. So I have received, I should say, everything from meditations, because I realized the truth, and I would really appreciate you to give it a try, all of you to try. It's so simple, but it's so profound. There's much more to share, but I would say that this is all I would say for now. Thank you very much, and namaste.